Testing 1, 2. Get the active. All right, so today, good morning, Hebrew. Today we were looking through our scans here. And what we're seeing is ALBT. Let me make sure y'all are seeing what I'm seeing. Yep. ALBT took a major dump down. It's got 4 million shares, but it's down 20%. Nvidia behind that red. Netflix also down. CDIO is one that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. It's got 2 million shares, and then behind that we have Mara. All right, so let's go ahead and look into the catalyst. So CDIO and Mara, they have about a CDIO has a 62 cent ATR and Mara has a 72 cent ATR. So we'll look at those and see what's going on with these two. CDIO, I don't see any news for today for it, but I do see some for Mara. Mara is a little bit heavier on the shares outstanding or the float. So let's look into this. Mara always gets to acting up when crypto acts up, so we'll see. Let me see if Bitcoin has made any kind of moves off of the back towards the 70,000s. Okay, so this is what we're looking like on that. Looks like it is still 66,000. It's in the midway point. Midway point there. We got some more things that just popped in, but they look mostly red, actually. Mara, and then below that is coming up Sound. SOUN. Had some type of news from yesterday. Looks like earnings news. All earnings news. And then everything under that is red. So right now, CDIO and Mara are the mainstays for the pre-market. Let's look through CDIO. Oh, no, let's look through Mara. That's what I was looking at. Mara Holdings reported a 1.7 billion net loss in Q4. Driven by significant losses in digital assets. Despite challenges, the company is pivoting towards AI and high performance. Okay, so Mara bringing on the AI type deal and high performance computing through a strategic partnership with Starwood, aiming for 2.5 gigawatt of capacity, which is positively. Let me view more. Which is positively influence share performance. Strategic partnerships, market dynamics, all of that. The only thing that with Mara, it is a higher float. It has the AI news, but is it too late for the AI news? Because there was a time where the AI news was booming, and I don't know if it's gonna heat back up for Mara, especially on a Friday. Because usually Friday is not a day where good or great news drops. It's usually a day where it's a Freaky Friday and something else pops up during the day. So I would be careful on Mara, even though it has the that slight news. But yeah, back over here, let me look at the front page news as well. See if anything else is on the rise. So it says block soars after Dorsey goes all in AI cuts half of the staff. Ooh. Okay, so block. I think is that Square or no? That's not Square. That block. Shopify. I see Shopify is up. What is block? He cut half of the staff. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not need none of y'all coders, none of you." And with less staff, I'm gonna need less HR as well. So we're gonna get rid of some of y'all too. Block. Can't remember what company Block is, but it is what it is. All right, Netflix drops Warner Brothers bid, leaving Paramount the winner. Novo Nordisk's torrid week erases last of Wegovy fueled gains. Nvidia looks like a value stock even as earnings screen growth. Let's see. Tether freezes 4.2 billion of its stablecoin over crime links. Tether not looking too great. Meta signs a multi-billion-dollar deal to rent Google AI chips. Quant Watch funds are ditching U.S. stocks for safe havens. Target to remove synthetic color from cereals by May end. Wow, they finally doing that? That's crazy. I don't really mess with any colored cereal like that. I just eat the natural stuff because Fruit Loops and all these crazy colors definitely have your insides doing crazy things. Um, Dell shares jump on forecasts. It will double AI server revenue, so Dell may be going up soon. Let me look at what price Dell is at. Dell is at 100. Well, it's already going up. Too late for that ship. That ship has sailed. And actually, how much? It should be getting some volume with that. So it's got not even a million shares traded. Okay, so it's not really a threat yet, but it is a larger cap. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be doing more during the day. Target to drop synthetic colors. Okay. Software companies need innovative DNA to just exist. Nvidia will remain the bellwether of AI. Will AI be a labor substitute or augmenting factor? You know, one thing I think is going to end up happening is AI is going to get so good. The only thing that you can do to improve it is make it faster, make it think faster. That's it. Like the database is going to get so vast, it's going to see so many problems, so many issues. It's going to get so good that literally the only thing you can do is make it faster. That's going to be the only bottleneck for it. Anyway, I hope y'all's week's been going good. Like I said, I kind of been cutting back. I did take a trade yesterday on HCTI. Took two trades. I took one, gave it a chance. I risked 15 bucks and then risked 15 more bucks. And you know, it just didn't want to go back up. And let me look at that and see where it is today. It might have continued going down, yeah. All right, so there was a daily level on HCTI. Let me go back to the 15-minute. There was a daily level right here at this 750 level. Right here at this 750 level. And I bought this 750 level risking 15 bucks. I think I bought it right here and it went up, tapped right under the 8. My goal was to get a pop through 8, but it came back down to this 750. I got back in, risked another $15 and it just stopped me out. So about a $30 loss right there. Looking for it to come back through. It did not. That is what it is. Still green on the week. Just building it out. And that's what I want to do is reduce that risk, because risking 15 bucks for like a 2 to 3x upside, I'm like, hey, I think that's pretty worth it. I can always just cut out. I took 2 trades and got on down, you know. Didn't work, and I'm out. Looking for those low flows, but haven't really seen the low flows yet. lot of the bigger stuff is out here right now. Four weave, AEHL is too cheap. WBD, EOS, red on the day. I really try to look for green days, the things that are already trending up. Because the reds, I mean, they have too much, especially on a Friday, they have too much probability to either sit flat or go down. But for now, these are all of the stocks that have made it over 1 million shares traded that are over 75 cents. If there's any penny stocks, oh well, I'm not going to be looking down there. And well, these are penny stocks. ALBT is up, it's at 91% or 91 cents, but below 75 cents is what I meant. All right, we got one that's $1.78. It's MRM. It's popping up 26%. It says it launches a partnership with Tools for Humanity in February, projects approximately 39 million in income before income taxes over 2 years. Up 24%, $1.81. Let me look at the float. As a low float, so that's probably why people are going to jump on this one on MRM, and it is already leading the day just that quick. 5 million shares traded, hit a top up here of $1.90. Let's go see. This is luxury and beauty for MRM. We've seen this one before on a Friday. It didn't do too well during intraday, but it kind of did this same type of move during pre-market, where it popped up and was giving some moves in pre-market, but then was kind of got beat up during the day. But it has 5 million shares. It has the most volume, up $1.82. But it has an ATR, a closing ATR from yesterday of 8 cents. So usually moves 8 cents per day. And it has moved from 145 up here to 187. So that's about 40 cents. So that's about 5x what it usually does in a day already. And it also has a volume of 5 million. So that's probably a little bit higher than it's used to as well. All right, so we got a little bit of trend. We'll see if it can break out of this little trend here. 190s. It did this before though. Did pretty much the same type of trading. Choppiness, breakout, choppiness, breakout, choppiness, breakout. And it's a beauty supply store. $6 million shares traded on it. So what we want to do first is find those obvious top movers and try to figure out why are people buying this thing. And it doesn't meet the criteria that I'm looking for. Okay, so it says And this is so they provide these services in Japan. This is out of Tokyo, Japan. So this is an Asian stock too. I don't know if it's blocked on the don't know if it's blocked, but let me try it and see if it's blocked here on TOS. Yep. No, maybe it's not. Wait a minute, I did the wrong one. Let's buy the bid. Okay, yep. So it is blocked on TOS on MRM. Only up 22%. So it looks like it's going to be the first one to make it to 10 million though. 10 million shares traded. And if it's going to be the leader, whoo, lordy. If it's going to be the leader, I'm going to stay away. Very easy to oversize into these. Has the ATR high from the previous day at 153. So we'll see how it holds that 153. But yeah, it's done this before. I've seen it before. It already gonna do a round trip. See how this candle closes. Have a low here, a little low test at the 160s, right above the 160s, and another one at 165, but still in an overall downtrend based on the 1 minute. And the 15 and the 5. So only up 15% now. That's not great, especially for a cheap stock like this. The chances that they go back up is very low. Chances that it'll see 30% today is super low. Those shorts are going to beat it down here on Friday. Now, the point of control is right here at the 177. That's where the majority of trades have happened during this session. We'll see if they can continue to press it down. Through 165 is going to be showing a little bit of weakness. Yeah, I saw that, Rex Cunt. I don't know why they did that. That 6-digit decimal drives me crazy. I wrote a code that changes that 6-digit decimal, and it basically says if the stock is in the thousands, put a K. Don't put any commas or anything, just put K. So if it's 10,000, it'll be 10K, right? If it is millions, put M. So if it's 10 million, it'll say 10M. If it is trillions or billions, put B. And if it's trillions, put a T. The only issue with my code is it will not work during pre-market. So during pre-market, I'm seeing the volume from yesterday. And I tried to do all kind of calls and all kind of tried to say, well, get this date, get this time, but none of it worked during pre-market. So that really, I hate that they did that. I don't know what they changed. I don't know what they adjusted, but oh my gosh, I hate it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna write a code for this and shorten this up. And then as soon as pre-market happened, I was seeing all the previous days volume. I'm like, wait a minute, this thing doesn't have 42 million shares traded. What's going on? Because they had the previous day's stuff out there. So yeah, I hate that they did that. I don't know what they're doing over there. They're messing around with the code and they're messing around with everything. I don't know. And then some of them show that, and then some of them don't. So it may just be an error overall in the code. Because like for me, let me see. So like MRM isn't showing one. ALBT isn't showing one. But like the bigger ones like Nvidia or Netflix or Mara, they're showing them. So I don't know. I don't know why that is. And I went into the settings. I was like, well, maybe it's a calculation thing. Maybe it's some way that the calculations are going or something like that. Couldn't find anything that was on that. And that's the whole reason I wrote the script, is because I couldn't find anything that way. All right, so like I said, this one is slipping on down from that point of control, and now it's only up 10%. So being this cheap, being only up 10% is not a great look for it. Does have almost 9 million shares traded on it. So if this is going to be the leader, if this is where volume is going to continue to pour, I definitely don't want to be a part of anything right now. I'll just wait um, and see how this, because it's making these lower lows, and it's got, I mean, it can do anything really. But I've seen this one before fail, especially into the intraday fail. I might call up there and see if they can do anything about that, because that's really irritating seeing all those numbers on the screen. Problem is you usually get a bank teller and not the dev team. You have to request to be transferred over to the dev team. That takes all day. They're too busy messing up the code to talk to you. What do you want? I'm trying to produce errors. What do you want? All right, let's see. 725. So yeah, I think today's just gonna be another Freaky Friday. I'll definitely put my defensive wear or attire on. Is the last trading day of the month. So, we're about to get a fresh start next month. Um, and if something shows up, great on a Friday, but it is a Friday. So it's like, okay, BATL just popped up for me. BATL went from 434 up here to 613, has an ATR of 73 cents from previous days. Let's look at the daily chart and mark out daily levels here. BATL popping up there, up 35%. So on the daily chart, I guess I put these back. Wow, this was back in 2025. So got a couple levels here. It went up to a top of 613. So it's up here somewhere. It's got the rooftop at 691. So I'll go ahead and throw that out there. 691 is that peak. Peak daily level. It's got something at the 655s. So edit that. It's got maybe a possible resistance. Possible resistance. And then down here, it's got the 558s Possible, maybe some type of support. I'm not sure. These are like previous peaks. Previous peaks. Previous daily peaks. And then, yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure what it wants to do. Oh boy, it's back to $4. Well, okay. That's not great. All the way down there to the ATR high right there is where it bounced. But that's not a great move down for sure. It's up 21% and definitely on a struggle bus between these peaks. 6 million shares traded. Everything's struggling today, huh? What's the float on this one? It has, okay, it's a little bit higher float, a little bit higher outstanding shares, but I believe most people would consider it a low float, but for me it's a little bit higher outstanding shares. Let me go look at the statistics. Firefox is usually pretty good, but not today. What's going on with Firefox? I haven't used Firefox in a while. I've been using Brave browser. Let me see what is going on with the whole Firefox here. Let me go to the old down detector. Firefox. Oh, they changed down detector. Ooh, this looks better. Hopefully they didn't break anything by looking like this. Firefox. Let's see. Users report no current problems with Firefox. So I don't see any peaks or any kind of jumps in Firefox. You may need to make sure it's up to date, and yeah, may need to just make sure it's up to date. The most reported problems that have happened have been website server, but none of that's today. Like it's like no, almost zero reports of anything happening today. Let's see. That was a month ago. Just booted up my computer this morning, and Firefox browser says Edge, too many requests. Okay, so that's a month ago. Firefox has been pretty clean. That may be maybe you need to re-download Firefox as well. Anyway, BLAT still at 23% with 7 million. Looks like it's about to take a leading spot. Let me see where this company is from. EAEL. I use Brave browser for my for the main browser, but other good suggestions would be like if you have DuckDuckGo browser, you can do you can try some of the lighter versions of Firefox. You may have the main version, but there are some lighter versions of Firefox that you can get. Um, yeah, but I think that's about it. DuckDuckGo Fire. There's another one. What's the other one? I think those are the two main ones. I know a lot of people started using Opera and stuff like that. I haven't really got around to Opera. I saw that it's very customizable, but I really just haven't gotten into Opera like that. Cause I'm like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Brave ain't broke, I ain't gonna try to fix it. But if it does break, I know I got options. BALT continue to go down. Right back to that it thought about this ATR high and now it's kind of just pushing on through it. Only up 16% now. MRM lost itself as well, going under 10%. I see Xwell. This one was we've seen it before the other day. XWell jumping up there $1.74. It is up 27 cents right now. Broke through the ATR high with only 2 million shares, so it's got a lot of work to do to catch up with the things that are above it. But we're seeing a whole lot of round trips. What's going to end up holding up during the day, though? Went up to the 177, right back down to the right back down. And the range is pretty small too, so is it even worth it trying to take it on this? 3 million shares. It's moving its way up, but it's definitely got some work to do. It's got 5 or 6 tickers ahead of it that have more visibility. EATL all the way down to the 6, all the way down to the 465s. And this was that gap that it tried to get up through. It got through there briefly, but could not hold it. Up 15% now. I think the open is going to be a little bit scary because of so many round trips. Which one of these round trips is going to actually start trying to hold up during the Friday? Okay, XWell. CDIO dried up. XWell looking like it wants to try again. We haven't seen a real trend be set out here, so kind of hard to tell what it wants to do. Up 24%. A lot of volume coming in at that area. It's going to end up moving this point of control up here to the 170s. Yep, there it is. It just popped up there. 170 pop. So let's see who's buying or selling. Are buyers winning here or sellers? If buyers are winning, it should take off. Sellers are winning. We're about to see probably a good dump with all this volume coming in here. No motion either way. I don't like that. Okay, starting to break upward. Okay. A nice try to the upside. Are you going to try to the downside, or are you going to go ahead and push up to the 177s? Still don't have a visible trend, so it is what it is. It's pretty much parabolic right now. A lot of energy going to the upside. Okay, so now let's see if it can hold this 169 that it kind of, yes, some buyers came in there and pushed it up a little bit, but are the sellers going to win big here through this 169? BALT slightly not really doing anything. I mean, after this fall off, I don't know what it can do from here. 17%. MRM continues to press down as well. XWell. Can't really put a trend here yet because it's just too close. I feel like it could go either way. Look at that volume pouring in there, man. And this will be 2 failures. If it does start to go downward, this will be the second failure. So I know shorts will be, yep, shorts jumping on that. See if they can continue that push through the 169. Huge orders out there on the right there at the 169. It's a fight right here. So far during pre-market, all I have seen is death, a lot of round trips, XWell breaking down at 169 momentarily. We don't know if it's gonna continue, but the body of this candle is at 169. So yeah, getting a little bit of sell-off. Let's go check back in on MRM. Now the point of control is at 167 and it's starting to trade lower and lower. BATL kind of flattening out here right around this ATR high here, but I don't know what probability there is for it to go all the way back up there. It's up 18%. And it's getting punched in the mouth a little bit. XWell coming back down here. Will it continue to fade back into this previously traded area between the 162s and 160s, basically, where it looks like it's trading to? CDIO is the only one that's up 20% right now, but it's got no volume. Nobody's looking at it. Everybody's up here looking at these cheaper ones. MRM and BATL. And it just took a little fall. We have somewhat of something right here. Okay. It came down here, has a high up here of 487. But again, I'm not sure what it wants to do. It has a little bit of an uptrend here. We'll see if it claps that down or what. The uptrend right now is at like 475. But it's only up 16%. So I just don't have a lot of faith that it can get back up to 30%, 40%, 50%. MRM, again, testing, still within this downtrend. To break this downtrend, you probably have to get over 175s. It still has the most volume. So a lot of people still watching this TV channel. A lot of people still watching this TV channel and getting absolutely spaded out here. Boy, somebody got clapped to Kingdom Come. Wow. Just because it has volume. It's the main one for sure. People are watching, but I just don't know how many people just lost money here. That was pretty big right there. That was nasty. Okay. So BATL still kind of walking up. MRM is now back fully under the 10 level. I'm thinking that fear is going to start to set in after seeing that big wick up there. People are like, "Ooh, I don't want nothing to do with that." It's almost back to the ATR as well, so about 5 cents or less to the ATR high, and it'll be back in like a normal trading range down here. For me, I like to see them get above and stay above, be get exponentially away from their previous normal trading range. But that seems to not be happening. BATL has a low 475. We'll see how it continues to hold this, but has a previous level right here of 488s that were tested pretty heavily. But yeah, this is quite a bit of a killer day already. Already, man. Okay. All right, so BATL. It's not exactly meeting my criteria. Has 9 million shares traded. XWell came down to the ATR right here, the ATR high. Thought about it, and we saw this earlier with that other stock, came down to the ATR high and then did a little bounce up and then continued to fade. So we'll see if this repeats or if it actually wants to hold this up. But looks like yeah, looks like it wants to get on down through that 150. And for some reason, Nvidia has been keeping up this whole time. With 6 million shares, even though it's trading to the downside, it's still up here in the top echelon of the volume traders. So Nvidia could be something to watch as well. Anytime the large caps have 6 million to 10 million shares traded during the pre-market, is something to take note of. Because usually it's small cap time in the pre-market. So XWell back below the ATR. Let me see where so it's just in a normal trading range. As long as it's in between here, between 152 and 121, normal trading range. Nothing abnormal about that. Now, Nvidia, these a lot of people like to trade the ranges because they know like it's got a ATR low down here, the 178, ATR high up at the 191s. As long as it's in here, it's just normal. Not really doing anything massive. BATL making a move back through this level, but this is another test of this previously failed level at the 480 whatevers. And so it's just got this little uptrend and it's got this big old gap level of resistance, but I'm not sure if it can find the gas to get back up there. So these daily levels, this $5 whole dollar level, and then it's got the 550 up there. So maybe a 50 cent possibility, but you know, I'm not sure. It's up 18% though. See if it gets shoved back down under this ATR. So it was like, hey, I'm being normal, going back normal trading, and now it's starting to become abnormal. But sometimes when it tries this, shorts will push it hard back into normalization. So we'll see if that happens. Boom, 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 boom. We will see if that happens here. But for now, I haven't really seen anything that I want to take part in here on Friday. I really think today is going to be a Freaky Friday where something pops intraday that nobody's seen, nobody's heard about. It's just kind of under the covers on low volume right now. And I don't feel like messing with that on a Friday. On the last day of the month, you know, I'm too busy thinking about getting my cushion ready for next month. Okay, so yeah, that 487 holding it a little bit there into normalization. Let's see if it can crash out this bottom of the 475s down here. Okay, MRM just chopping its way downward. This one held a little bit higher, but I'm still not trusting this because it's in such a flat range right here. It'll need to have to blow up and start holding 5. Blow up, get some buyers in there and hold into this range. Just trying again. Definitely testing that 495 right under that 5 for sure. So at this point, if you were to take this trade, I mean, how I do it, I'm usually going to pop the previous lowest pivot, whatever 470.63. That's why I'll be risking what, about 30 cents there per share. But on this one, I'm just not sure. Pumping up there. There's some sellers ready for it. Up 19% now. There's the $5 tap. Let's see if they can push it back under 488 now after that $5 whole dollar tap. Almost 10 million. Okay, 10 million shares traded on this one. And right now the trend is down here at 480s. So below that 480, it's going to be breaking down that trend. It's going to be looking real nasty, especially breaking this 472, 475 area. These are the main two that are getting all the volume. So probability of MRM returning up here to 185, that is, I don't think that's going to happen today. BATL hit that whole dollar resistance and it's headed back down. So people were probably looking for the breakout and now they're getting sold to, or people are selling. Point of control just moved to 495 and we have room down here to the 480s, 475s down here into normalization. See if they can do it. Tapping where that trend is right there. But this is the third time it's been returned to normalization, so I'm not sure how much more juice it's going to be having. And the bottom right there is at 480. So a break of this level, it's got room to the 472s and then got room to the 464s. Nvidia still up here, getting plenty of volume right with them, holding that number 3 spot. Oh boy. Okay, let's jump, let's jump, let's jump. Big swell, continue to come on back up. But I mean, after touching this 177, it's a long way to pop. And as we saw with the other one, MRM popped up there and just gave everything back. But this one had already showed us that it was wicking. BATL. It's trying so hard to get out of there. But the breakdown here is at 480. So coming up again with another lower high here. And we're looking for it to be forced down through the 480s through this trend by the shorts here on Friday. See if they can do it. Up, back up to the 5s. So slightly holding this trend. This is 3 times that it's held this trend here. It's got 10 million shares traded on it. And now a breakdown of 486 right at the ATR high would be pretty bad for it. Does not need to move back down again. For sure, for sure. Right back down, tapping that ATR high once again. All right, so a breakout of this will be through the $5 whole dollar level. But it's definitely showing us a lot of weakness through here. And the trend is right here at the 485. So not sure how that's gonna go. XWell also now showing us some type of trend here, but I still can't mark this because it's still up here. It hasn't showed us any real dips and buy-ups here. Dip down to 162, but I'm not sure if that's the end of the dip here. Top side of this is 168 at 7 million shares traded on it. So 480, 471, 463. bigger the move down in here, the less chance it's gonna have to come back up. Especially on a Friday with the overall market moving downward. So we're seeing over here, overall market, nice big move down yesterday into this consolidation, and another little move to start off the day. But usually these types of on Fridays, there's not really any big moves in the market. A lot of times we go into the weekend flat. Let me check and see if there's any speakers on today. So I don't think there are on the 27th. Let me see. 27, no speakers today. Let's go to next month. No scheduled speakers as of yet. Yep. So these top three are the ones that NVIDIA kind of is not keeping up with. So XWell, BATL, and MRM. So until these three fail, I'm okay with just sitting it out. If something does come up with lighter volume, I mean, what can it really do? It's got to catch all the way back up and really get some love, or just be up a large amount. You know, maybe over 20. Well, there's something right there. ONMM. Did I say that right? ONMD. ONMD just popped up. It's a cheaper stock, up 37%. It is the biggest gainer that we have seen. Let's see. It says announces the next phase of commercial rollout with this Palantir Foundry powered RWD platform. Okay, so that's not the greatest news, but we'll see. It's got 8 million shares traded. So now we got the top four: MRM, BATL, ONMD, and XWell, top four. So, you know, we just got to see these things get clapped or something. But ONMD has the highest percent gain and it's working its way. It's looking like it's going to be the leader on the day, but it is a cheaper stock. Let me look at the float. Really high float on ONMD. Really high float. So I'm definitely, nope, can't do that one. Let me look at the, let me pull this up over here. ONMD. Hopefully it's not an Asian stock. Let me look. ONMD, it is out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. A healthcare software company provides digital medical image management, exchange, and sharing solutions in Americas. Okay, so they got a little bit of artificial intelligence and Beam in there. They have 22 employees. That is information services. Let's check their stats out. All right, so on the float, they have 16.41 million in the float. Shares outstanding are 51 million. Insiders holding the majority of this. Institutions holding just a little bit. Let's go to holders and see who's holding this. ONMD. So you got Vanguard. They got a million shares of it. But I mean, it is 90 cents, so that's not a lot for them. The main holder of this is Essential Wealth Advisors. They have 3 million shares of it from December 25th. BlackRock has a little bit of it, but these holdings are very small. Those holdings are very small. But it's up 40%. It is our top mover on Friday, which is crazy. 40% dollar stock is a top mover. And it's catching back. It's catching up with MRM very quick. Oops. It's catching up with MRM very quickly. Let's look at a daily chart on ON in whatever. So on the daily chart, it closed yesterday with 70 cents and it is now up to about $1. I don't know what this mark came from. I don't know. That just looks like a random mark, actually. I don't know where that came from. Okay, but yeah, I'm not sure where it can go. But It's up 40%. Looks like it got a little bit of punched in the mouth. It got up there to its pre-market highs again at the 105s and then kind of got hit. But it looks like it's going to be the leading volume mover on the day. Which isn't great. It has an ATR of 8 cents. ATR of 8 cents per day. So usually it moves 8 cents. It has moved today from 71 up here, so about 25 cents. So that's about 3x its ATR. So is it extended? We don't know. It is definitely outside of the normal range of trading, outside of this 79 cents. But we don't have any kind of real trend here just yet. Okay. Well, I've came and I've seen and I've witnessed. So the leading things that are leading today are things that I'm probably going to be looking to avoid and looking to go into next month all clean, get a cushion built out and build up for next month. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of these are worth my style. They don't meet my criteria or anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to lay back and chill. Let's just circle through them one more time. So ONMD just popped up 41%. MRM, this one was the one that was moving, but just has slow grinded down and is now sitting at 8%. BATL now breaking down this what it was holding as a trend, breaking that down a little bit coming into the open. XWEL was another cheap one, up 22% with 8 million shares traded. But again, these other ones that are higher than it are getting more volume. So I'm not sure if this volume will stay alive into the open. But yeah, so those are the top four. Then behind that, Nvidia is the first large cap that we see. ALBT, we saw that one is trading down, where it's Netflix, Mara, everything else is just behind it, you know. Yeah. This one struggling with that dollar. This one probably going to continue to fade. All right, well, that is pretty much it for me today. I don't see anything that I'm going to risk my life on today. I will tell y'all to be careful in the market and keep your head on a swivel. And I will see y'all on Monday morning. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
You all be careful in the market. Price tags talking in your ears. Every bright color wants your wallet. Every soft promise wants your fears. Walk slow, count what you're carrying. Don't trade your time for a quick applause. Every cheap thrill comes with fine print. Every wide smile hides a claw. You all be careful in the market. Guard your pockets, guard your name. Don't let them rent out your heartbeat for a little flash of fame. You all be careful in the market. Keep your worth where they can't see. If the cost is peace and sleep, that deal ain't for you or me. So you all be careful in the market. Hey, step light, keep your circle tight. When it's loud and it's all half truths, let your quiet be your light. You all be careful in the market. Take what you need, then leave. Count blessings like small bills, fold it, hold them close, then breathe. You all be careful in the market when they praise you just to sell. If the bargain feels like losing, walk away and wish them well.